Greetings everyone, and welcome to Heat Death Survival Train. Now this is an open world sci-fi survival game where you're using a train to cross an Arctic tundra. This is a train that's going to be your home, your base, and your defense. Because there's going to be a bunch of robots who want to kill you, so you're going to have to put weaponry on it. Your train is also going to have to protect you from another enemy, the weather. After all, it is an Arctic tundra now, isn't it? This game was released into early access on Steam last December. I took a look at the demo when it originally came out, and it did look pretty good. There wasn't really much in the demo, so I figured, you know what? Let's just wait until they add a lot of things to the game. And they have been doing that. The last major update was just 12 days ago. So I thought now would be an excellent time to take a look at the game. If you agree and you want to see more of this, please give the video a like and maybe say something about that in the comments down below. So let's just jump into Heat Death Survival Train. Basic movement. Yeah, it looks like WASD to me. And then of course pointing with the mouse. Okay, so forward, sideways, back, probably jump. Okay, and I guess select to run fast. Although I think it's actually a toggle. Oh, your stats. You can monitor your stats using the bars on the bottom left corner of the screen. First bar shows health. Okay, that's the little heart. Second bar shows your stamina. That's the strong arm. I wish my bicep looked like that. And the third one shows your suit's power. Okay, so I'm guessing it's protecting me against the weather. I also guess I came out of there. All right, I see tracks. And I see a building. So I'm guessing that that is where my train is going to be. However, I have a feeling that it's not going to be that easy. All right, so I'm looking around in case there's something up here. Because you never know. At the moment, I don't seem to have a map. It helps to have a map. Okay, I see lots of power generation over here. Because we got solar panels. Okay, so there's a light up there. I see ladders, so I should probably take a look up there. Well, like I said, it looks like this is where my train would be. So let's... Control center! Power system. Each city has its own power system. You need to activate the power generators and batteries. Then you can turn the power on. You can find all of them inside the control center building. I'm guessing that's what it looks like. Okay, and there's little markers too. So I guess we're not going in here for a while. All right, well, let's just follow the markers. I wonder if there's anything up there. We'll take a look before we leave. Okay, a lot of buildings to look into, including this one over here. That's where the little indicators are. Numbers. No power. Command center. Flashlight. Flashlight helps you see in darkness, but it uses the suit's power. Okay, so it's going to drain power from my suit. Okay, and that's T. Okay, so 1. 1 is over here. Is there anything over here? Okay, I don't see anything. I guess we need power. Okay, let's see. Control panels. You can interact with some control panels. To do that, get close to them and use your mouse or selected key on the screen. Then use interact to interact with them. Okay, so let's see if we can figure this out. Connect to network. Well, I'm guessing there's no power yet. I don't think that did anything for power. Okay, so what else do we have? Well, it looks like 2 might be upstairs. Okay, what is this? Oh, that is the back door. Okay, back door. All right, going back up. What is this? Storage, no power. Okay, is there anything over here? Okay, let's just go upstairs. Okay, that's 3. That's 2. anything around here? There's a glass. Okay, what do we have here? Generator. Okay, is this the generator? Okay, that activated the solar panels. So I'm guessing that's going to be doing some power generation. They're kind of impressive, aren't they? I'm actually inside. Those are good windows. All right, so let's see. Okay, 3, is this, what is this? Blueprint! Okay, I'm guessing it's like a generic thing then. Okay, so what do we have here? Turn on power. Saving game. You can save the game using body scanner. You'll find them inside of stations and some buildings. Okay, so in other words, I have to go to a little station here in order to save my game. So why don't we just do that right now? All right. Okay, I think that's it. We have power now. All right, obviously I'm going to look around. Okay, so there's a note. Storage key code. Yeah, the only thing I need from this is what's at the bottom, 5011. The rest is irrelevant. Is there anything over here? Glasses. Okay. I guess they're all rebooting because I just turned the power on, right? All right, I'm looking around. I just don't see anything interesting. Some nice chairs. I mean, is this an appropriate place? I guess they're watching the screen. I mean, it's not really good for a view because there's a building right there. And if you sat down, all you'd see was the building. But I guess there is some kind of a monitor here. Okay, let's go. Let's look around. Okay, I searched this one. Rest. What do we have here? Oh. Okay, a cartridge. All right, I have a blueprint. You can use cartridges to print stickers for your train. Yeah, not my first consideration. Just saying. Okay, we got some glasses here. All right, is that all that's in here? I guess so. I guess these people were into training or maybe Netflix and chill. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Can I back that out? I can't back that out. Hold on a second. Can I do this? Nope. That's okay. So I'm going to have to do that. Okay, I keep pressing it too much. All right, now we go. It's a good thing there's no lockout, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, what do we have here? Smart material. Okay, that's material. So obviously it's not quite as smart. Material, material. I guess this is stuff I'm going to be using for building. Smart material. Okay, is there anything over here? Don't see anything. Okay, there is some items over there. I just want to not miss anything, if you know what I mean. Okay, what do we have here? Cartridge, cartridge. So I can put little things on my train, I suppose. I can't open any of those. And apparently I can't pick up any of that. All right, guess I'm done. Anything over here? Nope. All right, I think we've gone through this whole building. All right, so the power is on, so we should be able to get into some other things. I guess maybe checking these buildings on the side wouldn't be such a bad idea. Okay, I see plants. Can I pick up these plants? Shadow Breeze. I will take your Shadow Breeze because I have a feeling it's important. If you can pick it up and it's sitting in the middle of nowhere, it's probably important. All right, let's see. Okay, this is a nice place. Storage! My favorite word. Okay. What is that? Engine component. I have a feeling that that will be very useful. Is that the only thing that's in here? Okay, the power's supposed to be on. Storage! Okay, smart material. Material. Okay. I can't help but notice that my light is flashing. I'm guessing it doesn't like the fact that I'm using it all the time. I'm looking on the bottom left there. So why don't we just turn that on? Because it probably is draining my suit battery, and I don't know if I die if it goes down completely. It's probably keeping me alive in terms of like the cold. All right, what do we have here? Lights. I guess the lights were on. It makes sense because the power was off. Alley, researcher. Oh, are these personal quarters? Okay, well, I do happen to see that we have a blueprint. Okay, I don't know what that is. That's a laptop. Can I take that with me? Apparently not. All right, let's move on. We got Leo, engineer. Okay, if he's an engineer, he should have lots of good stuff in here. Okay, there's a screwdriver. How primitive. Tech scrap. Okay, I'm guessing that's going to be useful. All right, and... Okay, is this how we're doing the screens in the future? The future of live streaming. All right, let's see. Material. And that's a wrench. How quaint. All right, well, apparently that's it. That's a nice picture. Biogen. Use the Biogen to craft energy drinks, food, and first aid kits. Got it. Okay, can I grab them? Energy drink. Oh, this uses the shadow breeze that I just picked up. But apparently I need 4 of them for 1 drink. Okay, and first aid kit. Unlock with 1 blueprint. Alright, so I'm guessing that the blueprints are basically generic and you would just use a certain number of them to unlock things. Well, I don't see the need to do that right now. I'm guessing that there will be more important things, so we'll just see. Okay, what is that? Okay, it's changing color there, but apparently I can't open it. New home. You mean someplace else, right? Not this place. Because if it was, yeah, it lies. Mia, Ranger. I mean, is that like a vacuum or something like that? Hello, anything in there? Okay. Log entry. Things have been pretty peaceful lately, which is a rare thing in this world. It means we're not in constant danger of being attacked by drones or other threats. But sometimes it also means we're not having any action or excitement. I think we can spare the excitement when it comes to like drones attacking you. You know, I personally, I'm a fan of no excitement in that case. All I've been doing for the past few months is patrolling the lakeside for any signs of danger and then returning back to the outpost. It's the same routine over and over again. It's getting dull. I mean, you shouldn't have signed up for a ranger then, because that's kind of what they do. Maybe I'm just too impatient. Maybe I'm just used to amazing fights and missions I've had before. Okay, well, I have a feeling that I'm going to be running into problems. Drones and all. Maybe I should be thankful for what I have. And okay, I'm just going to read all of this. Okay, so we have a board ranger. All right. So the question, of course, is where is the board ranger now? Where is everybody? Because it doesn't look like anything terrible happened here. Medic! Do we have any bandages? I mean, seriously, what is this thing anyway? Okay, and then we have oxygen. But I can't use it. Okay, ooh, what do we have here? Small battery. Okay, that's useful. Is that like glue? Can I get in there? Apparently, it must be glued to the table. All right, so I got a small battery. I don't see anything else around here. All right, let's move on. Okay, Then we have this area here. Okay, what is this? New sky, new home. I don't know, this place looks pretty cold, just saying. I mean, this could be one side of the planet. It might be wonderful someplace else. Who knows? I guess maybe we'll find out. Although I have a feeling I'm not going to be going into any tropical areas. All right, let's try this one. It looks similar. Hopefully these people had more personal effects that I could take. All right, and open that. Alrighty, I am drawn to this. Energy drink. Okay, so I don't need 4 flowers for that, or 4 plants. Okay, I don't see anything here. Lights again, we'll leave the lights on. It's not like they're going to turn the power off or anything like that. Okay, so what was this again? Lena, officer. Okay, were you in charge? Small battery. I'm guessing the batteries are for the suit. Okay, I don't know what that is. Raj, Ranger. Shouldn't the Rangers be in the same place? And it seems as if the Rangers are the only ones who know how to write. All right, let's see. Log entry. Tomorrow is the day. We're leaving this place for good, but I have to admit, I'm feeling a bit nervous. It's not going to be a walk in the park. We still have a long way to go. We have no idea what's out there and what threats we'll face. We have to be ready for anything. It's especially going to be rough for me and Mia. She was the board ranger, by the way. We're the ones who have to watch over the others. I doubt we'll be able to sleep. Will I? Okay. So they left. Okay, so here's the question. How did they leave? If they used the train, would there be no train in there? Okay, I don't know. Sarah, engineer. Okay. I mean, the pattern... Oh, wait a minute here. Okay, tech scrap. I was about to say the pattern is that there's usually one thing in the room. And there was. Okay, you know it's an engineer because there's screwdrivers in this highly futuristic world. Okay, Kai, researcher. Kai of the Bromanji. Oh, okay, I'm not going to do any more. I'll get in trouble. Oh, blueprint. Okay, how many of those do I have? I have 3. Okay. All right, I'm guessing that's the one thing I was supposed to find. Everybody's got these things. Why do I not have one? I want one. Okay, recycling. Where does the recycling go? All right, let's get out of here. Let's check these other buildings. I mean, I think I would like to go up there. Okay, so what do we have? We have the big building, obviously. All right, let's go over here. Oh, blueprint. Maybe that's the one thing that we were supposed to find in here. Yeah, it does seem to be the pattern, doesn't it? At least it wasn't a note. That way I don't get anything. Okay, what's going on over here? And then, of course, I guess we're going to go in here and find our train. Okay, this is a workstation. Oh, this is the same building we saw a moment ago. All right, so I guess we're just getting a blueprint then. Yeah, a little bit more. Maybe another can of something. I don't know. Okay, there's a building over here. Scrapper! Scrapper is a friendly drone that finds scraps around the map and turns them into materials. If you follow them, you might discover new places or find more materials. they deteriorate over time and will explode eventually. Okay, eventually. Hopefully not now. Okay, is he like in there? Oh, there's stuff over there. All right, we're going to have to remember to go over there beforehand. And I guess this is Scrapper? Please do not scrap me. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I'm guessing he put something in here. We have 22. Okay, that's probably way too much for me to carry. Yeah, I think I can carry like 10 more. All right, I'll tell you what we'll do. For the moment, just going to keep an eye on this. All right, we'll just do that for now. I have 16 more. Obviously, I want to come back for that. Since that's basic material, I'm guessing I'm going to be using that to, like, build the train, you know, walls and such like that. Okay. All right, let's go in here. Station! The train. That's not what I would call a train. Just saying. That's a couple of floating planks. This is your train. Oh, very depressing. Right now, it's just a couple of empty wagons, but you'll be able to build whatever you need on it. Okay, that's fine. All right, so I guess I just have a lot of creativity here. Blueprints! To unlock any modules, you'll need blueprints. Each module requires a certain amount of blueprints to be unlocked. Okay, I think we figured that out already. Okay, what is this? Build menu. T. Actually, I think that that's wrong. I may have altered that to Q. Just saying. Press the build menu button and use the mouse or the right joystick. Okay, I guess if you're using a controller. To change the build mode, select build modules to build things, control panels. Okay, so we'll just work on that when we see it. All right, and we have this. Unlock modules, which, yeah, seems also to be T. So I don't really know what's going on with that. Each module requires a certain number of blueprints to unlock. Once you have collected enough blueprints, open the build modules menu, select. Okay, so I think you get the idea. Then we have to build it. So we have to unlock something and then build it. Okay, so the engine tier 1, probably something we're going to need. But I do believe we got a part, didn't we? I seem to remember. Engine component. Yeah, we're probably going to need that, aren't we? Okay, so small battery charger. You can charge used batteries using the charger. Okay, that's an interesting thought. Okay, let me just check on the situation regarding that. The suit does look a little low, and I believe, where is it? Small battery. Portable battery that contains 50 power. Okay, so if I use, hold on a second, right down here. Yes, that filled my suit. Okay, does that mean I can now... Right, okay, so that's good. So I won't have any problems with my suit power as long as I'm here. Okay, is that a map? Because it is flashing here. So around here... All right, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get a map. Okay, for a minute there, I thought that was somebody sitting there. Oh, blueprint! Okay, what is this? Tech scrap. All right, so I guess that this is my train. All right, so I will be building things on top of it, of course. All right, what do we have? I guess that's the back door. That is the back door. All right, so can I close this now? It's probably really cold in here, and opening it up was a big mistake. All right, what do we have? All right, we got some stuff up here. I think that I'm running into inventory issues, so we might want to start doing some building or something. Blueprint. I will take the blueprint. What is this? Smart tech scrap. All right, what is this? cartridge. Well, hold off on the cartridges for now. There's materials in there. All right, well, I can probably take those, and that's about it. Take all. T? There we go. I can't click on it. I actually have to hit the T. All right, let's see. Okay, so train engine. Unlock train engine. Okay, so I'm guessing that's going to require blueprints. So we'll hit Q and... Okay, this one right here. So I need 3. I have 7, so that shouldn't be a problem. Resources and inventory. To build anything, you need resources. You can find resources scattered around inside of chests. You can view resources in your inventory. Okay, that's fine. All right, it's telling me I need 2 smart material. I have 4. An engine component. We found that. And suit power. So crafting is going to drain my suit. I'm guessing it doesn't automatically reload and we need to use those batteries. Okay, that's fine. How do I do this? Click on it. Okay, what do we have here? Viewing power usage. Building and scrapping everything requires power that is used from your suit. Okay, that's fine. Oh. I'm guessing that this is the front because we're probably not going that way. So, hold on a minute. All right, we'll just like put it there for now. I'm pretty sure you can probably pick things up. The engine control panel. You need an engine control panel to start engines and control your train. Got it. Seems to make sense. Fabricator and crafting. You can craft resources, for instance, the smart material and items, batteries, using fabricators. You can find them inside of stations. Okay, so there should be one here. Also, you'll be able to build fabricators on your train as well. Okay, so that's going to be very useful. All right, put that down. All right, so here's the question. Build modules, because I think I just saw it. All right, what do I need? I need a screen. Chances are I'm going to need one down here too. So I'm going to need 2 screens. All right, I didn't see anything over here. There we go. Okay, what do we got? Smart material screen. Okay, so I can make 2 of those. All right, what's down here? Electronic component. Vision core. Okay, let's just do the screen so we can get moving. And as we saw, we're going to need more than one. Screen. Okay, so it says now to build engine screen. All right, we might as well just count on this being the engine area. All right, so let's see. Oh, I need smart material. Okay, that could be a problem. Can I make it here? Oh, smart material? No, that shouldn't be a problem at all. That does remind me, we have to go back and get that stuff. All right, so here we go. And I need 2 of them. Because like I said, chances are the next thing it's going to ask us is to make the power console. Kind of makes sense. All right, so let's go over here. It is the engine one that I want, right? Yeah, build engine screen. Okay, so we'll take the engine screen. And I'm going to make room for both of them. All right, a second, and boom, like that. Yeah, I thought so. The power control panel. Your train has limited amount of power. To monitor it, you should build a power control panel. Gotcha. All right, so we'll kind of put them together like this. Explore the world. Congratulations, you now have a functioning train. Explore the frozen world and unlock more modules, such as walls, power generators, for your train to customize it. Okay, so there you go. All right, so according to this, I can now leave. How is the power? Okay, power 500 of 500. And turn engine on. I'm guessing that that will open up. Here's the thing. I have a lot of things I want to bring with me that I left behind. So I can't help but wonder if maybe there's something that I could make. Okay, outdoor light. Wait a minute, what was that? Chest. Smart material. Okay, a chest sounds like a really good idea. Where was that? Was it resource? Yeah, right there. I could probably make 2 of them, and that may not be such a bad idea. All right, why don't we just put 1? Yeah, you know, for now, we'll do this. How much does it hold? It holds 20. All right, well, here's the thing. Put that in there. Shadow breeze, tech scrap, small batteries, energy drink, screen. Okay, well, here's the thing. I made screens by mistake. All right, fission core. I have a feeling that'll be very specific. And I guess for now we can do that because I need space. Oh, and definitely the material. We'll put it all there. And we can actually put the shadow breeze in there. Because I didn't see any more here. Okay, I think that'll do for now. Now I think that there was... Yes, there was some material there. Oh! Was that there and I missed it? Okay, go back and look. Always go back and look. Yeah, a little bit of a stamina problem there. All right, you know what? First things first. Let's just see if there's anything up here. Yeah, it's not letting me run very much, is it? I should probably have one of those stamina drinks. All right, let's see. Okay, climb. What? Oh, it just kind of teleports you up there, doesn't it? All right, well, that saves time and also saves the chance of falling to your death, right? Okay, I'm hoping that I'm not making... Ooh, what do we get? 2 material. Okay, well, it's something. Let's see, anything? Nothing there. Okay, I think I have reached the top. Nothing there? Okay, well, I mean, I did get some material, right? Right. Okay, so that's going to be a problem. Oh, I see more of these plants. These are the plants you can make those out of, right? Yeah, why is it 3? Why not 4? Okay, so you're just going to have 30. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to carry that. I mean, we could make another chest. And then what we'll do is Q resource. Yes, we can make another one. I don't suppose you can sit on top. No, I didn't think so. All right, we'll just leave them there for now because I do believe that there's an option. Yeah, move. Okay, so we can do that. All right, so here, this guy here, just put all of them in there because there's a whole bunch over at the scrapper place. All right, so that's 20. I can put 20 in there. All right, you know what? I'll take them with me. Oh, you know what? I'll take them with me so that I have the materials. All right, and then we'll just do a T, take all. There we go. I think that that's everything. Boop. All right, I think the last thing I want to do is, at least in that area, is he's going up there and there does seem to be something there. So turn engine on. Okay, and okay, it just jumped up in the air. Okay, and I'm guessing going forward. Velocity. How's the power doing? Yeah, it is going down. All right, we're not going very far because I just want to pop up there. And turn off the engine. Could you stop, please? Hello? Okay, well, I'm just going to have to run and I'll just come back for it. Yeah, stamina is going to be a bit of a problem unless I have a lot of those plants. Yeah, matter of fact, I think I'm going to have my other energy drink. Alright. Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be some energy drink around here. Or maybe some of the plants. Workstation! Okay, let's look around first. Oh! Perfect! I guess if you go to all the trouble to come over here, you know what I mean? Alright, so is this from a ranger? Log entry! This constant daylight is a torture. Yes, I can darken the windows, but it's not the same. It's still artificial, unnatural, and annoying. We don't have the luxury of a day-night cycle here, but we have to cope with it. It's ironic, really. We're living on a frozen planet, but we're stuck on the side that's always facing the glint. I don't know what that is. We're surrounded by ice and snow, but we're always exposed to the glint's constant light. We're freezing, and our eyes are burning at the same time. Yeah, especially considering it's snow all around. Ooh, that'll melt your eyes. Alright, so is there anything cool over here? Anything? I mean, I did get the energy drink, which is very useful. But then again, I burned a lot of my stamina coming up here. Oh, I guess he's eating this thing here. Alright, well, I kind of have enough for now. Jin, physicist. Okay, and we have another blueprint. Very useful indeed. Okay, what kind of shows did they have here? You know what I mean? Okay, anything over here? I don't see anything. Alright. Okay. I don't see anything. I guess the blueprint was the only thing? Okay, well, what is it? From Mithra, I thought I saw a ladder. Are there any of those plants around? I'm just gonna look around the building. See, I don't know if there's any farming or anything like that, but I mean, it does seem as if those stamina cans are going to be very important. So I would need to be able to make this shadow breeze. You know, because we need 4 for each can, and the can really isn't incredibly useful, if you know what I mean. It's not like it fills you all the way. It's just like a third. Alright, let's get back to the train. Alright, let's see about our next mission, which of course is to reach the next station. Alright, so let's do this. Turn it on. Alright, we are waiting for it to raise. There we go. And maximum velocity. Alright, here's the thing. This one is not full, so store. Yeah, I don't have a lot of inventory space here. Alright, I see the next quote-unquote city. How are we doing here? I mean, the power is going pretty quickly. We're going to need another source of power, or maybe it's like a battery or something. Storm and weather forecast. A storm is coming. The temperature will drop significantly. During storms, it's better to be indoor. There really should be an S there. Also, you can check the forecast inside the control center's main room. All right, that's fine. Yeah, I'm guessing that having walls around me would be a good idea if I'm doing this and a storm hits. But then again, it did say we were going to have to find like the blueprints for walls. Ooh, there's a bridge. Are we going around? Okay, can we get in there before this storm comes? What is that? I mean, that does not look natural. Here's an idea. Why don't we just take this down a notch? Hold on a second. Okay, not that much. Okay, can we get inside before we die? I'm guessing that's the storm and not nighttime. You're freezing! Yeah, I put that together. You're losing stamina at a much higher rate. Some of the buildings are heated. Also, enclosed areas are warmer. Okay, so let's just get in here fast. All right, I do see a freezing icon there on the lower left. Fission reactor. The fission reactor generates power for your train. Make sure you place it far from habitable parts of your train, as this module is radioactive while in operation. The radiation damages you and certain modules. Which modules? Okay, let's just take that down. Okay, boom. That stops. Boom, and down. Okay, there we go. And of course, very importantly, there should be... Yep, that's what I'm looking for. So let's go in here, hit the old save up here, and we're good to go. All right, I'm sure that this location has a lot of very useful things for me. I can make another one of those stamina drinks because I have 3 in one of these. I also have 3 on me, and I have 1 extra. I'm hoping that there's going to be some way that we can do something about that in the future because, oh, and I'll just take that. I'm not going to take any more because what we're going to do is we'll do that in the next episode. That, of course, is if there is a next episode. If you guys want to see more of this game and see where the train leads to, you know what you're going to do. You're going to give the video a like. You're going to say something about it in the comments. Who knows? Maybe you'll subscribe. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Maybe say something about that in the comments down below. Yeah, I know that's repetitive. And of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.